Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're diving into something that tackles a huge problem in the Web3 world. How do real creators connect with real opportunities? Well, there's a new solution on the block called Open Calls from Webbie Social, and it's designed to bring some serious order to the creative chaos. So let's get into it. You know, if you're a creator in the Web3 space, you know exactly what this feels like. I mean, opportunities seem to be everywhere, right? But trying to cut through all that noise to find legit, verified gigs, that can feel like a full-time job all by itself. And hey, on the flip side, if you're a brand, finding the right person for your project can feel like searching for a needle in a haystack. And that right there is the exact problem that Webbie Social is setting out to solve. They've built Open Calls to be this single, reliable marketplace. Think of it as a bridge that connects all this incredible creative talent with verified brands all under one roof. So let's get practical. How does this actually work for the artists and creators on the ground? We're going to break down their side of the platform first, because let's be real, without amazing talent, a marketplace like this is just an empty room. And the range of what you can find here is, well, it's pretty wide. This isn't just a place for one-off freelance gigs. We're talking about everything from major brand collaborations to exhibitions in the metaverse, in AR, and even in actual physical galleries. Plus, it covers all sorts of industries: music, fashion, gaming, you name it. But here's what I think is really cool: the whole philosophy behind the platform. They call it the creator-first system. And that's a huge signal, right? It tells you this isn't just another job board. It's a system that's been designed from the ground up with the individual artist in mind, focusing on efficiency and fairness. And here's what that creator-first idea actually looks like when you use it. First, you apply with a single Webbie profile. No more uploading your entire portfolio again and again for every single gig. And this is crucial. It costs you nothing to apply. Zero entry fees, zero minting costs. And if you get selected, you can even earn these cool achievement badges for your profile. The whole thing is just built to be simple and, actually rewarding. Okay, so let's flip the coin. What does this whole experience look like for the brands, the curators, and the companies that are trying to hire all this amazing talent? The key phrase to remember here is fully managed. Brands aren't just handed a tool and told good luck. Instead of some confusing, do-it-yourself setup full of guesswork, every single campaign comes with hands-on support from the Webbie team. And this support is really comprehensive. Every campaign gets its own dedicated page that's optimized for search engines to help attract applicants. Brands get a live dashboard so they can track submissions as they come in, 24/7. And at the end, they get a full report with all the creator info. For some of the packages, you even get a dedicated manager to help guide you through the whole process. Of course, a managed service like this comes in a few different flavors. Let's take a look at the different tiers, which basically let brands pick the level of support that makes the most sense for their campaign. Okay, so you can really see how this scales up. The starter package at $199 gets you the essentials: the page, a social post, one notification. Then if you jump up to the Pro tier for $499, you get a lot more promotion, custom design work, and a feature in their newsletter. And then there's the Elite package at $999, which is kind of the all-in option. You get maximum promotion, those custom badges for the creators you select, and that dedicated campaign manager we talked about. Now, something like this, a whole marketplace, it only works if there's trust. So it looks like Webbie has put a lot of thought into the rules of engagement. These are policies specifically designed to make this a fair, secure, and professional space for everybody involved. And they are not messing around when it comes to misusing creator data. Simple things that are unfortunately way too common elsewhere, like spamming applicants or accidentally exposing everyone's email in a mass CC, are a direct violation of their policy. In a space where privacy and security are everything, that's a really big deal. So just to be crystal clear, when you submit your work to an open call, your email and your content are only shared with the one designated curator for that specific campaign. That's it. And all of their partners are required to handle your data confidentially. They can't just use it for whatever they want. All right, let's talk about the big one: intellectual property. What are you actually agreeing to when you submit your art? Well, by applying, you're giving them a license to use your work to promote the open call and to showcase selected artists. What you are not doing is giving them permission to resell your work or to mint it as an NFT. That stuff requires a completely separate agreement, which ensures that you, the creator, stay in control of your work. And these rules aren't just suggestions. They actually have teeth.
Curators who violate the policies can be suspended or even permanently banned from the platform. And just as important, the control always stays with you, the creator. You can ask to have your submission removed whenever you want.
So when you put all of these pieces together, you really start to see the whole picture. It's this symbiotic ecosystem, right? On one side, you've got a streamlined creator-first system to find work, and on the other, you have a fully managed service for brands to find incredible talent. So here's the main takeaway. Webbie's Open Calls isn't just another new feature on a platform. It's a serious attempt at building a core piece of infrastructure for the entire Web3 creative economy, an ecosystem that's really designed for growth, for fairness, and for real collaboration. Which kind of leaves us with one last big thought to chew on. In a world that's so often defined by decentralization, could a well-designed, fair, and centralized marketplace like this actually be the key to unlocking the full creative potential of Web3? It's a fascinating question, and one we'll definitely be watching.